you judge me for being a pedophile when you don't even know if a pedophile is good or bad in your morality? And actually, I can make the argument in Christianity that historically people have married under 15-year-olds even with marriage like betrothals. If you know about
Okay,
history,
but
right?
does that make
Um,
it okay for you?
no, no, doesn't make it. No, what you're asking is, does it make it okay for me? No, because I don't follow. I follow. Sorry, I
But you
follow the
want to
laws
do
of the
it
land
though,
I'm living in.
right?
I I follow the laws of the land I'm living in, and right now I live in Australia. The legal marriage in Australia is 16, okay, and 16 with parental consent, as in like I'd have to convince her parents, and I can't do that. Then I
But you
wouldn't
said
try to marry
previously
her
that you
either.
don't care about the laws. If it's okay in Islam, you do
Okay,
it.
okay.
Is that
Can
okay?
you no like that's when it comes to things that I believe are unjust laws, like for example, marrying multiple wives. Okay, I believe that a man should be able to get as many wives and girlfriends as he wants, theoretically.
Okay.
Okay, under any country. Okay, that's the same. My dad held the same. Okay, okay, sure. And so, do you agree or disagree that like if it's not going to be illegal, then people will just do it outside of that, and
It's
that's
not
no
about
sense.
my personal beliefs, dude.
Okay. So why do you again? I'm asking you, why do you think that pedophilia is bad based on your own
I'm not.
morality?
You know what?
Okay,
I'm not even
so
gonna entertain the question, dude. Do you think it's
okay, don't
okay? Do
entertain
you
it then.
think it's bad?
Stay closed-minded. I say that if a woman
Again,
is
this is not
emotionally
about
mature,
me.
yeah, if a woman is emotionally
My opinion
mature,
does
if
not
her
matter.
father agrees to it, yeah, if a woman is emotionally mature, if her father agrees to it, if both parties consent, okay, a woman has to decide she wants to be with this man because of like traits he has, like character.
That's for 18 and
Okay,
above,
then
not below.
yeah, if they're
Above.
16, if they're 16 or above in Australia, it's 16. Okay,
So she's 16, you're
because
21, and you think it's okay.
I'm saying I could convince her parents, so I don't care about the aspect, which is what do you call it? Do her parents accept or not, right? So I would talk to them. I don't mind. They can judge me as a good or bad character. Okay, I'll present myself in the most nice way possible. It's not hard for me. Okay, and maybe just because you have these cognitive bias about like the type of person I am and your preconceptions that you're making this sort of judgment. Okay, I understand that, but I'm saying like if you're detached from emotion, okay, you can't judge somebody as a pedophile because you're like and if they are a pedophile, okay, I'm saying like in the legal context in Australia, you can marry 16-year-olds. So anybody who marries a 16-year-old, sure, in Australia they're a pedophile and they're doing it legally. Okay,
Okay,
so what's
but
your
you
problem with
said you met this girl when she was 13, right? And you were
Yes,
17.
yes, and I told her that I would wait for her until she's 16. Okay, and my intentions were very clear. As in, like I told her I'm
What's
gonna
18
marry
and
her.
16?
Listen, no, now she's 16. Okay, so what's the
Yeah, but
problem if
why
I
not
like
wait until 18 when she can make it
no
on
no
her own
no no
instead of her parents?
because I said I can convince her parents. Okay, I'm confident in my ability to
Okay,
convince
but
others
why not
because
wait
I've
the
studied.
extra 2 years?
Because I'm impatient and I like to get things done right now. Okay, that's called self-discipline, as in like doing the shit you want to do right now. Okay, what do you want to do right now?
This conversation is not about me.
No, what do you want to do right now? I'm asking you a serious question.
This conversation is not about me, dude, alright?
No,
It's
I'm asking you,
absolutely
what do you
not
want to
about
do
me,
right
dude,
now?
me.
What do you want to do right now that's morally acceptable and that you want to do? Like, do you want to fuck bitches? Okay, just be honest about it.
What kind of fucking
Just tell
question
me,
is this?
tell me. No, I mean, no, I'm being serious. Do whatever the
Okay,
fuck you
I've
want to
got
do as
another
long as it
question then.
aligns with your
Have you
morality.
had any
That
sexual
comes.
conversations with this girl when she was under
Have I had
16?
any sexual contact?
Yes.
Okay, do you want me to tell you something? When I met her, she was 13. She was sending pictures of herself to this group chat of like raunchy old men.
When she was
Okay,
13.
and I when she was 13, and I told her, listen, don't send pictures of yourself, okay? Don't even send pictures to me, okay? You can ask her about this. Like I said, ask people about their perspective. If you don't believe me, trust but verify. You can trust what I have to say, but do you see me as a person who lies? No, I don't lie, okay? So go and ask Alora yourself, okay? Write her a message. I don't care, okay? I can say, did Rami try to gatekeep you from seeing other like? And he also said like, don't show what is it called? Don't show yourself to him as well, right? So like I didn't want her to show herself to me. That's how much I like respected her, and like she didn't have any respect for herself because she was sending herself half naked to these raunchy old men. Okay,
And she didn't do it to you.
no, she didn't do anything to me. I didn't tell her about anything I did to her until very recently because she's 16. and she's allowed to make her decisions on who she wants to marry on her own. Okay.
So did she send you any pictures?
No, she doesn't send me anything because we're like she has a fucking boyfriend right now, dude.
Then how come you want to marry her?
Because I promised to marry her in the past, and so I want to marry her and not break that promise. Okay, you want to
You
go
can't
outside?
find any
Okay.
older girls?
No, I mean like I've loved her for 3 years. I wanted to be with her the whole time. I
So
think
you
about her
loved
all
her
the
when she
time.
was
Okay,
13 and you were
listen,
17.
it's from a romantic aspect. Okay, you
And
can
when
be
she was
romantically attracted
14
to
and you were
anybody,
18, right?
and no, you can be romantically attracted to anybody. I'm saying your problem is when you're like sexually attracted to somebody who legally you shouldn't be able to marry. Like for example, right? Is that what you're
So
understanding
do
right now?
you admit that it was a problem a
And
few
also,
years ago?
when has the fucking government had the best had our best interests at heart? It's run by fucking megalomaniac psychopathic Jews who are Machiavellian. They try to control us all. Okay, I'm being real with you. This is the world we live in.
So
Okay,
are you saying
and so when has the fucking government had the best interest in heart? I'm saying we should look at our actual morality. Okay, does Christianity say anything against marrying a 15-year-old, for example?
well, I mean, how old are you?
Go,
21?
go do some research. Okay, if a 15-year-old is mature in Christianity, is
No, I
she
want to
allowed
hear
to get
you
married?
out.
Okay,
That's
go look
why
it up.
we're here. I want to hear your opinion on
No,
this.
okay. In Islam, like I said, if a woman has gone through puberty, if she's emotionally mature enough to make decisions, if her father agrees to it, these are like very strict conditions, right? Just to marry somebody. Okay, if she consents to it herself, okay. So, and also the idea of like, if a man says I want to marry you, and she doesn't say no, that means that she like silence is a sign of satisfaction. And so it's like, if she's like, oh, this guy's so bad, I don't want to marry him, she would say no, right? But otherwise, a woman if a woman wants to be with a man, she will just agree with it. Okay, women are submissive and they agree to masculine men's like offers, basically.
So what
Um,
have you got to
Meanwhile,
say about the pictures that were leaked of you?
I'm saying that they didn't try to understand my perspective. They're just like concerned with trying to expose me. Okay, and also
Yeah,
that
but these
girl's
pictures are really
Duchess,
fucked up.
her boyfriend is a gaslighting manipulator. Okay, and can people change their opinions over time? Yes or no?
Go ahead, make your
Answer.
point.
Serious question.
Just make your point. Make
Okay,
your
if I
point.
said something fucked up, does that reflect my current opinion and stance of things? Okay, because you know me, I'm very impulsive. I say whatever the fuck's on my mind.
It
Okay,
reflects
that's why I
you as a
swear a lot.
person.
Sure, sure, sure. A person, a version of me in the past. Okay, I'm saying
In the
opinions can
past.
change over time. Yes,
So
people can
you're
change.
saying you
Yes,
were
people
a
can change.
pedophile a few years ago, but not now.
No, people. Sure, sure, you can make that argument. Okay,
So
I'm saying
you would agree.
opinions. Yeah, and again, I ask you to challenge:
So
is
you were a
pedophilia bad
pedophile,
in my
but
religion?
you're not now.
No, no. No, I'm asking you: is pedophilia bad in my morality, my morality system? In your case,
So morally,
Christianity and
you think it's okay.
Nazism. Okay, I'm saying question whether being a pedophile is a bad thing, and then draw your own conclusions based on your own morality. Okay,
But why
I'm
would
saying
you
in the
ask
past,
this?
historically,
Why would you
no,
ask this
I'm
question?
questioning your moral framework because you don't seem to
Yeah,
understand that
but again,
Christianity
this
is okay.
conversation is not about me.
Christianity Christianity is okay with child marriage. So why are you judging me on the basis of being a pedophile?
Uh, so you're saying it's okay to be a pedophile?
I'm saying it's okay to be a pedophile in both of our religions. Okay, and the meaning of pedophile
So you are a
is somebody
pedophile.
who
Is that correct?
sure
You
I
are.
am a pedophile. Okay.
You are a pedophile.
But I would not legally marry anybody who's not 16 or over, okay, in my country.
So
That's
morally,
because
you're
I
a
respect the laws
pedophile,
of this
but
right.
legally, you are not. Right? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
for legal reasons, I
For
would not
legal
marry any,
reasons,
and that's why I
you're a
say
pedophile.
Okay, I'm saying in your morality system as well, pedophilia is not ostracized. That's what I'm saying. And actually, Christian kings in the past, they married even younger than 15. They used to marry like betrothals happened at like 13, consummations, okay, even younger than that as well. And so you have to question like, why are we judging people based on saying that they're a pedophile? Okay, okay, because you're acting like a woman right now. Okay, I'm saying
I'm acting like a
don't
woman.
fucking yeah, don't copy what women do because women are stupid, and men are supposed to be
Women are
creatures of
stupid.
logic. We're supposed to think. Yeah, we're supposed to not have emotional judgments. We're supposed to be cold, logical, and detached, as in like
It's very
detached from
logical
emotion.
not
Okay.
to rape kids.
Yeah, I don't want to rape any kids. Okay, I never said that.
I
Don't
mean,
straw
it
man me.
is.
How? How?
Listen, when you were 18 and she was
I
14,
said.
you said morally you're a
I said.
pedophile, legally you're not. So if it was legal to have sex with anybody, you would have done it to this girl when she was
Okay.
14 and you were
Okay.
18. Or
Okay.
even when you were
Okay.
17
Okay.
and 13, right?
Sure. Sure.
In
Sure.
20 years, when she gets to be
Okay.
23, she's gonna regret this decision because she was a child. She didn't know any better. Can you understand that?
What do you mean? Can you explain
There's
that
a
that better?
reason
I
why
wasn't paying attention.
you can't just have sex with anybody until you're like 16 or 18.
You can
Because
have
you're
sex with
still a
anybody as long
children
as
then.
they
You're not grown up.
you can have sex with anybody as long as they're your wife, and in Australia, the age is 16. Okay, so get married with legal consent, like of your parents, of her parents. Sorry. Okay, legally with consent of her parents and of herself. Okay, so I'm asking you. Okay, if I follow the laws in the land, why are you judging me as a pedophile? Why are you trying to expose me when you didn't even try to
I'm not
understand
trying
my
to
perspective?
expose you. I'm having a conversation
No,
with
that
you.
that you and that woman were making judgments, emotional based judgments. Okay, I'm saying be detached from emotion.
I
Don't
just told
fucking
you a logical
pretend.
answer. That she will
Okay, yeah, sure,
grow
sure.
up to regret these decisions.
Who will grow up to regret the decisions?
If you would have a sex with her when she was 13, she would grow
Why
up,
would she?
have depression, eventually even kill
Okay,
herself.
but listen, do women try to marry men who they see as like bad and untrustworthy and like abusive? Okay, yes or no?
It doesn't matter. Again,
Okay,
you're going off
they
topic.
they the answer the answer is women will marry like whatever guy they find the best in their own personal value system.
Yeah, we're
I'm
talking
saying
about children.
Aloris. Okay, you didn't talk to
We're
Aloris and
talking about
understand her
growing up
perspective. I'm saying
women. We're talking about children here. That you're
she
talking
yeah,
to.
she's 16. Aloris is 16 right now. Okay,
You think
I'm
16
saying
is
it's
grown up?
legal to marry her. I'm saying in Australia, that's what the law says. Okay, I'm saying I follow the law in the country I live
Was
in.
she
Okay,
grown
and I
up
live
when
in
she
Australia.
was 14 or 15? Was she grown up then?
No, no, I made my intentions clear. I said, okay, let's get married at 16 when you can get parental consent. I never made any sexual advances on her. Okay, if we like did some playful flirting, that's different. And at some point she became avoidant and dismissive, and like she didn't talk to me because she's like, okay, well, I guess he's talking to other girls and stuff like that. And so I didn't chase her enough, and she didn't chase me because I saw at the time my philosophy of life was like I'm gonna reflect the idea of love back at them. Like I'm gonna act like a mirror basically, and then I'll see who's fake and who's real. That's a very stupid philosophy. I'm saying you should fight for the things that you want, okay, and chase them until they're like, uh, until like chase a woman until like if you really want her, okay, you chase her until she's like to an obsessive like autistic sort of like degree, right? Like you say whatever's in your mind, you do whatever you want to do, in the context of like being nonchalant at the same time being playful and flirty and also being like fun and casual. It's like you try and like the fuckboy quote is like if you can make a midget laugh and giggle, you can make her cheeks clap and jiggle. Okay, women are into guys who are
What the
funny.
fuck is wrong with you?
Women are into...
You're being accused of being a pedophile. You understand that, right?
yeah,
You can go
I'm
to
saying
jail
you
for
don't try
that
to understand the woman.
for
You
a
you
long
didn't
time.
try to understand the woman's perspective in this situation. Okay, you didn't talk to Aloris. You didn't ask a question. I'm saying go do that if you actually believe in what you believe in. Okay, if you believe I'm wrong, if you believe I'm lying,
She
okay,
was
go
groomed,
talk to her.
and I already
Yeah, go
feel
talk
your
to her and ask her.
ideas.
No, no,
You
go go
groomed
go
her
go DM her.
to make her think that it's okay
Okay, okay,
for you
okay.
to talk
Let's
to her like
evaluate that
this.
statement. Yeah. Let's evaluate your value judgment here. Okay, why do you think? No, stop. Yeah, thank you. Why do you think grooming is a bad thing?
Are you
What is
fucking
what is
serious?
what is no,
Are
no
you
what is
saying grooming
teaching?
is
What is teaching?
okay? Is
No, what
okay?
is teaching? Why do we teach children in schools? Okay,
Well, why do you think?
we try to influence children in a positive direction in order using the objective truth in order to make them better human beings. Okay, yes or no?
So you think grooming children to then
I'm
rape
saying
them is okay?
grooming. Listen, grooming is only a bad thing if you're a lying, manipulative piece of shit who lies to women, who makes them feel shit, who's abusive.
So for a nice
I'm saying
guy
if you
like
if you
you, you can groom a 13-year-old. It's fine because you're a nice
for a
guy.
nice guy like me, who is restricted by Islamic morality, okay, I'm literally not gonna make any sexual sexual advances because I don't value that. I
But you
actually,
previously said
I'm trying
that
to, I'm trying
when
to,
you're married to her, you
I'm,
will just have
I'm
sex
scared
with
of
her.
going to hell. When she's 16, if she wants to marry me, she can marry me. If she doesn't want to marry me, I don't care. Okay, I'm saying this woman. Okay, I wouldn't have sex with a woman I'm not married to. Okay, because I fear hellfire. I don't want to go to hell, and I want to go to paradise. So, doing things that are sinful lead. This is what I believe. Okay, as Christians, you should believe that as well. Okay, and Jesus would have thought the same way. Okay, what would Jesus do? This is what you should try to apply as a Christian. Would Jesus try to drive a child to suicide or any person? Serious question to think about. Libby, this guy who's trying to expose me, he literally sent me a message. Okay, he probably feels super guilty about this because he's lying to his girlfriend about it. And he deleted his messages as well, so he's a fucking manipulated piece of shit. He said, yeah, pedos aren't human. After that, he said, kill yourself, okay? Is it
I
normal
mean,
to
I
bully people
agree,
to
pedos
suicide? Do you
are
think
not
no,
human. And if you're a pedophile,
no,
you should kill
but
yourself.
okay, again, I'm asking you, why do you feel that way?
Because you're a pedophile. You rape
Can you prove it in
children.
your own religion? Do you have facts and logic to prove your point?
I have screenshots.
No, no.
And I
Do
have
you,
two different
I'm
girls
saying,
who came out and told me that you were harassing them. For
no, in
example,
your
you want me
morality,
to give you an example?
I'm asking you,
You have
in your morality
Zara, the
system,
girl. She told me she had to block you 7 times. 7 fucking times before you left her alone. Are you fucking
okay,
crazy?
so
After
what?
doing shit like this, you think anybody's gonna pick your side?
How old is Zara about that? I don't know after.
See, this is the point where age doesn't matter. She blocked you 7 times, dude.
Okay, because I value her opinion as a friend, and I want to keep her in my life.
So
Okay,
you
what's wrong with
harassed
that?
her.
I didn't harass her. Okay,
You did.
I was
When
what's it called?
somebody blocks you, they don't want to talk to you.
It's called listen.
It's called a
It's
block.
called polarizing. It's called polarizing them. Okay, do you know what polarizing is?
Are you fucking? This guy's fucked.
I'm
Dude.
serious. Women like an emotional roller coaster. They like duality. The ideas of like
See, you're saying
um.
shit like this. Nobody's gonna believe you're innocent.
I'm saying yin and yang. Do you know what yin and yang?
Okay, you're just going off topic again.
No, no, no. This is related. This is related.
It's not related.
It is 100% related. So men and women. Okay, men and women are both interested in the idea of like duality in the sense of a man who is like he's very masculine when dealing with other men, like he's a leader, he's a good husband in that way, right? And so women want a good leader to follow, okay? Because women are like more follower types, and then we look at the other side. Women, what's it called? Women also want a guy who's feminine and like nice with them, nonchalant. He's like he can be like their friend and also that their husband and also like dominate them in bed. At the same time, he also wants to like they also want a guy who's open minded to like being feminine in bed as well a lot of the time. Okay, so this is like the idea of bisexualism, right? If you can think like both a man and a woman, like as in like if you're a logical woman or if you're uh, a man who learned a lot of languages, like me, for example, then women extrapolate a lot. Okay, I'm saying once you learn languages, you extrapolate a lot as well, so you can start thinking like a woman, like a lot more intuitively in that sense instead of like thinking about it very logically. Okay, because you can actually understand women logically in terms of like cause and effect. Like, okay, if I write an entire paragraph, this girl's gonna think, oh, he's actually so calm and caring about me because he wrote in this entire paragraph. He's so thoughtful, right? So you can understand women logically, and if you start being like very conscious about it. Um, and so I ask you again, why do you think pedophilia is a bad thing? Where does that judgment come from? Because, like I said, in your morality, Christianity, there's no proof that says it's bad. In fact, there's counter evidence saying like in the past, um, Christian kings and monarchs used to marry 13-year-olds. They used to betroth themselves to 13-year-olds. They used to marry 15-year-olds.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
what is wrong with
2025,
it?
buddy. It's not the medieval times or
All right.
ancient times.
Okay. There
You
you go.
can't
So you're
marry
judging it through modern.
13-year-olds and
Okay.
expect to get away with it. It's called
No, no. I mean,
pedophilia,
you're
right?
you're judging it
Of course I'm
emotionally
judging
because
it.
you're being
What
like
the fuck is wrong with
no,
you?
no. I think you're being like a woman right now instead of
Okay,
thinking with
is that what
logic.
you
Okay,
got?
I'm saying
Me being a woman? Is that what you
no.
got? You can't
Yeah,
defend
you're being
yourself.
like a
You're a
woman. You're being
pedophile
like a
piece of
woman. You're being like
shit,
a woman.
right?
I'm saying you're being like
Yes
a
or
woman
no?
in the sense that you no, no. I'm saying
No.
why do you think pedophilia is bad? Okay, do you have a moral justification for it? Do you have proof from your
I
religion?
already
Yes
told
or
you.
no?
Yes, I have.
Okay, show me. No, no. In facts and logic, as in
You
like
know
your
what?
morality,
I've
as
got a
in
question for you once more.
sure,
Aren't
sure.
there any old girls you can date, marry? Why do you have to
I'm
focus
saying
on young girls?
my
Do you?
first wife is 18. I'm saying I was romantically attracted to Loris for 3 years because she accepted me for who I am. She didn't judge me for who I am. Most of the fucking society does. Okay, I'm saying
Yeah,
I was
because you're a
interested in her
pedophile. No shit.
purely. I was interested in her for purely romantic reasons. Okay, don't make a fucking judgment and say like I wanted
I'm
to
gonna
rape her
judge
because of
you.
her body.
I'm gonna judge you all
She
day.
she ask her herself. Okay, she told me
She
most
was
men have been interested
groomed
in me, my
to
body.
fuck.
No, no.
It's gonna take
But
her
she
like
told me
probably
most
5, 10 years to realize that
most
she was in
most
danger.
most most men. Okay, she said this to me. Okay, historically, you can ask her. Did you say this to Rami? Okay, she said most men have been interested in me, my body. You're the first man who actually cared about me, like in terms of like my mind and like my character and like
I
my
never cared
soul.
about
Okay,
you. I
no,
don't
I'm
know
talking
what
about
kind of
this
image
is
you have, but I never cared about you. No.
okay. Fine, you don't care about the truth because you're not asking Loris
You're
yourself.
not the
Go fucking
truth,
ask her.
buddy. You're a pedophile. Okay?
I'm gonna go to her. Fuck you.